Sierra Leone. I am a girl of 14 years old. What I want to become a soldier.
Every child has a dream they wish to pursue, and education is the key to fulfilling their future. However, for some, this right is not always upheld. In Sierra Leone, children with disabilities are often sidelined and considered not worth educating, especially girls who are discriminated on the grounds of both gender and disability.
Yes. Can we shine it for her? Let's shine.
This was the case for Sarah.
I've been to live with my Toma and Kabbalah, but I get a problem. I've not been to go to school. I've been in the house with my Toma. The reason why I cannot be to go to school, people have been to provoke me. Why I take uniform for going to school and they provoke me. Teacher, they need to give me attention. They need to give me attention where I didn't at school. Then they provoke me. While lodge complain, they need do effort. So I deal with that. Now me Toma get for beginning lock me inside room. They lock me inside room. Say me not for come on. I do me not disabled. Now I tell me Toma say me I want to go school. He say no, me not for go school because me not disabled.
Sarah then opted to move back to her hometown in Musaya village, Northern Province, hoping that things would at least be in her favor.
So I will live with that. I come with mama. Now Musa. I come back still at the same thing.
Alo ko ton na siga yiri nande ana lu birem fokora. Ne fa wakati nande abankin kwa wugama. Na mamistra. Ambia friend to baranta nyifu. Songo yito na kunano. Anabuha wakati nande aligalo nga konso kumalo dina barki mukona. Kuru wakati nande nali abota yo minka. Alamfane ne sige skuli atando ko bankin ku. Alamfane ne se fang ne sarene galo sanki di fangine ki.
As for 7-year-old Umu, she was abandoned by her biological parents. She has risen under the care of her grandmother.
Bira makko heɓunamo ko jaɓaali dankitaade mo ko accitirimo ni hari o ala haqqi o iroto yimɓe ɓe ndaara men o yoodoto ɗum fof Allah waɗi jooni acci o yoodoto o iroto so a jonnimo ñaamete o hibba wata ñaamude gite ɗen no aali ɗum fof.
Stigma and neglect leads to further marginalization of people living with disabilities. They experience wide violation of their rights, mostly because other members of the community lack an understanding of the causes and effects of disability.
Like today, any picking, especially the girl picking there, we deform or are disabled, we know they consider them for be person we go able to achieve something in life. So it's like we just left you free, you just the day by yourself, get much caring, even your family members then can pay attention. I no go say you mama, but you no go get nobody where they support you or they feel say, and like some people be even they think say like a devil or that kind of thing, so they know they even consider you for be part of the human being there.
As a strategy to address this discrimination and advance disability rights in Sierra Leone, COS Canada implemented the We Lead by Sabi project. The program, funded by Fund for Innovation and Transformation, ran from April 2022 to March 2023.
Yeah, the project actually is a testing innovation which aims at increasing access to rights, especially the right to education, right to sexual reproductive health, and also protection from gender-based violence.
Because before this project, really there had been a lot of issues relating to these women. You see, most of them are even shy, even when they are being abused. They are shy. And then when somebody disadvantages them, they do not even know that they have the rights to go to the courts. And the courts, in their turn, when a disabled goes there, they hardly give her the ears that she deserves.
One of the approaches this innovation applied is appointing women with and without disabilities as champions in rural communities.
We are dealing with two clusters of communities. Cluster 1 has 7 communities and cluster 2 has another 7 communities. The first cluster, which is cluster 1, has 7 champions living with disabilities that are implementing the activities, and the other has 7 champions that are able, that are not living with disability. So we are testing whether what impact will champion living with disability will create to their fellow women living with disability as against.
The champions were taken through trainings on the 3 key rights and empowered to be voices of change to their communities.
Gave 5 trainings to these champions with emphasis on the 3 rights. That is the right to education, protection from gender-based violence, and sexual reproductive health rights. And also we have focus group discussions we do with these girls where they gathered and talk about issues affecting them. And during those focus group discussions, we also try to identify their needs and the constraints they are going through and see how we can mentor them, counseling them to know that the issues they are going through right now should not be a barrier to them.
Antoinette Mansaray is one of the disabled champions. Her passion to change the mindset of people in the community stemmed from the disappointing stories she heard from the victims.
But like where I can listen some of the side stories there, where disabled girl pikin and woman they tell me, it be somehow urge me for go into them problems and they bring solutions. Like I go regularly, I go conduct home visits. I even visit the woman there, na the community, and they ask them how they feel, waiting at the impact where the projects don't create among them, waiting at the things there where the projects be meet and they undergo and they need to undergo again. So me and they share common ideas, me and they share food. Like at times if I meet old food or sometimes I can go food, we all they share food. At least that's the bring closeness between me and the disabled girls and woman there. Don't need to push far away from me again, say, well, this sometimes we go shame panel for disclose. But I make sure the confidentiality be really very absolute. Like waiting me and then they discuss, go on secrets between me and them. But the solution will come out for we all, where that solution there, we will make progress in the community in terms of the project.
Part of the home visits included tasking the families to design action plans that they will implement to ensure that the rights and needs of their daughters are ratified.
Each of them were able to meet each of those families more than 5 times in order to engage them and then develop what we call a family action plan. That action plan was purely developed with the family. They first of all prioritized the needs of those girls, and then from there they pick the top 3. And those actions, those strategies, we are split into different strategies. What are they going to do to solve this? I'll give you one example of one of the actions. For example, a family will say, okay, we will enroll our girl back to school. Yes, that's the goal. What will you do? We will ensure we register her to the school. We will ensure we buy learning materials for her. We will ensure, okay, who is going to do this? Her uncle will do this, her aunt will do this. So those are the specific that was created in each of those families. And from there, they roll out the implementation.
To date, there have been life-changing effects on education. 94% of out-of-school girls with disabilities are now enrolled in school. This rate being considerably higher among families supported by champions with disabilities compared with the champions without disabilities.
The situation now is so good. So good, thank you. because now me and my friends then they play. We dey kind of school together, all come. Now me they shoot up front. If they ask question, before the able people then they answer, and me then they tell so I make I answer the question. Why I raise up me?
At least how we were able to mix the picking them, so that the picking themselves no go discriminate them picking from themselves. Or say even when they play now, if you go out, you see say. Then with the picking them, all they play together, the disabled picking them, that they all they make together in a class. If in fact the picking way it can doubt, if they ask incompetent, then the assistant that also say they don't accept them within the school system.
Along with that, the mindset across the community has been changed, and they are now accommodative of each and every person.
The relationship now don't become very cordial as compared to today. Now make you see most of we come. You know, as compared to today, you know, call me to say, come and assemble, you know, the disabled have meeting. I said, oh, I mean, what? What are these people? Who are they? You know, to call us. You see. But now you see everybody teaming up to come and see. So whatever program they have, you know, we all join hands together to see that that program succeeds.
Some chiefdoms have even implemented laws against discrimination of people with disabilities.
That will make sure say any person with disabilities, where person provoker in the community, they finance through the help of the township for finance.
People the way they're married, there is a law now. Anybody do anything to any disabled in the country, you know, we create fine. And we go deal with the person accordingly, because then thing they for stop and then not for be. So as a community elder, we oversee the project for say the right thing happen. So now then thing in there and we on them. Yeah.
The project has reflected great successes, and even as it comes to an end, the community continues to stand strong on cultivating a culture of dignity and inclusion.